Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. You can find us streaming on both Facebook and YouTube, whichever platform you'd prefer. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it. I'll do my best to answer your questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight. We have new details about the death of a PGA golfer we first told you about in last night's sports. Two-time PGA Golf Tour winner Grayson Murray died yesterday at the age of 30. Murray's parents issued a statement confirming his death was by suicide. Earlier this year, Murray won the Sony Open, ending a 6.5-year winless streak, during which he admitted to struggling with mental health and alcohol issues. Murray's death was announced by the PGA Tour Saturday, a day after he withdrew from competition, citing illness at the Charles Schwab Challenge in Fort Worth. And in a health alert, public health officials and researchers are working to learn more about a second human case of bird flu discovered in Michigan on Wednesday. So far, there have been no cases reported this year in Upper Michigan. Riley Connell shares updates from state health experts.
Today, the state of Michigan and the CDC announced a human case of H5 virus infection. This case is the second one associated with the ongoing outbreak of H5N1 in domestic dairy cattle.
The second case of bird flu found in humans in the U.S. And Michigan's chief medical executive, Dr. Natasha Bagdasarian, is not surprised the disease was found closer to home.
We've tested a total of 35 individuals here in Michigan, and that's more than any other state in the country. And when you look for something, you often find it.
The state health department says a male farm worker was infected and has already been cured without the help of medication. Officials say his symptoms were brief, but included a grainy feeling in the eyes, and they're warning other farm workers to take precautions.
So we do recommend both personal protective equipment as well as symptom monitoring and letting us know if anyone gets sick on a farm. Now, to the general public, the risk remains low.
The challenge is that as long as dairy cattle are infected, they're making more virus.
Dr. Kim Dodd and her team at Michigan State University are also tracking bird flu infections, trying to understand how the disease was passed between birds and cows in the first place and how spread can be prevented.
So we're working closely with state and federal officials to quickly identify any animals that might be positive for the disease, then to perform the required surveillance to ensure that the virus isn't spreading from that location, and to perform testing for movement.
That was Riley Connell reporting. There has been no reported cases of bird flu in the Upper Peninsula so far this year. And new tonight, Van Riper State Park had a great Memorial Day weekend turnout. The park expected the campground to be 90% filled for the holiday. A variety of RVs, tents, and campers scattered the campgrounds. Families enjoyed picnics and sitting around fires. Cyclists made rounds on the park trails. Van Riper's lead park ranger, Ryan Brown, says last night was the busiest.
Primarily, it's a lot of locals down there, but we do have a couple of faraway people. I saw a couple of Wisconsin plates down there. We have a couple Washington plates, a Montana. So there's some people who are traveling this weekend and getting out and enjoying the weekend and the weather.
Some campers will stay beyond the 3-day weekend. Brown says over 100 sites will be leaving tomorrow. And a new farmers market is providing fresh food in one Marquette County community. TV6's Julia Seitz spoke with Ishpeming residents about shopping local.
Crafts and baked goods line the booths at a special farmers market this afternoon.
Fresh goods like vegetables, jams, and cookies are made from scratch by locals at Ishpeming's first farmers market.
Organizers say the market filled a need for vendors to share their trade with the community. Farmers market coordinator Kelly Milano says it's difficult for some residents to travel to Marquette.
This means a lot to the community, and we can see that by the people that are out here. This community is ready for growth. It's ready for change. And hopefully this is just the start of that.
About 30 vendors set up shop. Plants, dog treats, crocheted crafts, and candy were all made by locals.
I woke up and I had said, I hope that we have what people are looking for. And so getting that assortment gives a little bit of everything. So hopefully we're reaching as many people as possible.
Local vendor Pamela Perkins makes homemade jams from hand-grown fruit. She wants to support everything farming and local.
Stuff closed lately, so we need to reinvent Ishpeming and get people coming, shopping, visiting, staying.
Perkins says healthy foods are expensive in supermarkets. Market shopper Rosemary Aho adds that local produce isn't readily available in the area.
I just happen to know like a lot of lettuce that you get at like the supermarkets that got picked like weeks ago. So I know that this is really fresh and it's going to hold those nutrients.
Aho bought hand-picked lettuce and says it's the perfect amount. She's glad the market bridges the gap between farmers and locals. Julia Seitz, TV6 News, Ishpeming.
Thank you, Julia. Finally tonight on the TV6 Digital Desk live stream, the Rapid River community joined together to celebrate 2024 grad Ian Aber. The town threw a parade in his honor. Ian has autism and struggles with sensory and social issues. His family says he's very high functioning, but had to work extremely hard through school. Ian graduated from Gladstone Area High School with a 3.78 GPA.
I just feel so touched and heart-warmed and all positive emotions that everyone that I graduated and everyone came to congratulate me.
Tonight on your TV6 Late News, TV6's Audrey Stetson hears from Ian's family about his plans to help other kids with disabilities. And that's all the stories we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in right back here on Facebook at 8:45 tomorrow morning. TV6's Mandy Koskela and Michael Sobek will recap top stories from the morning on their show, Beyond Your Morning News. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We would love to hear from you and what's happening in your community. Thank you all again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a great rest of your night.